What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review of girl, what is this? Love After Lockup. Girl, this is season 6, episode 7. Something about being a player. Ain't no player no more. So this episode didn't give me absolutely nothing, okay? And maybe because I'm a little tired or whatever, but I feel like this was a filler episode. We did get to see Kiana and Deandre. At the end of the day, listen, when I say this video ain't finna be long, this video ain't finna be long. I got some stuff that I gotta do right quick before I go to bed. So, Kiana girlfriend, let me tell you something. Again, I will say this. I understand you getting your feelings a little bit because Joella came to the little cookout and all that. Girl, I gotta wash my hair. Is that gray? Oh no, it's just the Okay, it was just the light. Girl, it's just the way the light is bouncing off. Girl, I was about to say, now how did I get gray hair within the last few hours? Okay, it's just the light bouncing out. Anyway, so, I will say this again, Kiana. I understand you being upset in your feelings a little bit about Joella showing up at the little cookout or whatever, the welcome home party and all that stuff for Deandre. But at the end of the day, you chose to be with that man again. That man cheated on you not once but twice with that woman and had kids with that woman probably each time. She got 3 of his kids. So you decided to continue a relationship to go back to support him and all of that stuff. So I feel like if you decide to, somebody cheat on you, somebody have a baby outside of you and all that stuff, and you break up with them, all that stuff, you let some time pass and then you want to come back, at this point, you can't. I just feel like it ain't even right to bring up the past or to be all upset about this person, that person, or whatever. Because again, you knew what happened, so obviously you okay with it because you came back. And it's just like, if you know that you're not gonna be able to do it with it, you need to not be in that situation. That's just really what it is. Because at the end of the day, you cannot like Joella because you knew 9 out of 10 she knew he was in a relationship. He knew he was in a relationship, and they both decided as grown adults, consensual adults, to partake in a sexual type of situation, right? And so therefore, you can feel some type of way about that, but you also put yourself in that predicament to, go through the hurt again and be so insecure and to feel some type of way whenever you see this man around this woman or whenever you see this woman pop up, not realizing and understanding that, Kiana, at the end of the day, no matter whether you're in his life or not, that woman has to be up in his life at least for the next 15 years because he is the father of her kids and he has to be there for his kids, okay? And so that's just what it is. Yeah, be upset, but at the end of the day, you upset because again he cheated on you with her, but you chose to be with him. Joella, I'm gonna tell you this, baby girl. You getting yourself on this camera and you showing how trifling and how fucked up your character is and how you're willing to be a side piece and you just don't give a damn because you just want to, as long as you can get a piece of a man, you can get a piece of a man. And it just don't matter how you get it, okay? And it's like you got that side chick spirit in your body. Like, do you come from a line of side chicks? Because ain't no way in hell I'm getting on camera and I'm going to be okay with acting like I'm going to break up a relationship. Like, oh, he going to still always be here with me regardless. That's my, And you don't look better. You look dumb as shit. You actually look dumber than Kiana at this point, because you went and had these kids for this man and he still ain't choose you permanently. His daddy gave him the ring that, his mother's ring, and basically was like, I do like Kiana because when you was in prison, she was the only one that was really up there for you, helping you out, taking care of you, making sure you was good and all of that. And that's messed up. That is messed up. And again, that should not be a basis as to reason why I'm in a relationship with you because you checked in on me and you sent me money while I was in prison. Because Julius said the same thing about Alexis. That was the main reason why he said he was going to go with Alexis over Ashley, because Alexis was there for him, giving him money while he was in prison. He literally said that. And I'm like, you don't really love that girl. Okay, so we'll get on them in a minute. But yeah, And then you get home, you want to be all in your feelings or whatever. Let him sweet talk you. I thought you was gonna let him do you and y'all be fine. Oh, she did it. But they went to bed, and then he go outside once the girl go to sleep to talk to the baby mama. If you gotta sneak around, baby, it's just not worth it, okay? And Kiana, I'm gonna be honest. When you went up into that bedroom and you came back with that lingerie on, I was here for everything except for those stockings. You could have kept those stockings, okay? I was like, you got a nice body on you though. You really do, Deandre don't deserve. He don't deserve it. He don't deserve it. Okay. Moving on from that, Julius and Alexis, you literally just told us that cheating is a deal breaker, but you decided to give this man another chance. He did come clean and say he did go up and see another woman, which was Ashley. Nothing happened, which is true. There was no sex. There was no kissing. Nothing like that. He was turned off as soon as she came to the door, and it wasn't how she looked. It was more so how she acted. She was too much, and trust and believe, shit like that would turn me off as well. Okay, and she was just too damn thirsty. That's what it is, And he was just like, yeah, I did that or whatever, but I'm only talking to you. You my girl and all that stuff. And woo. You going to kind of cry, and then you come back to try to reason with this man. This 25-year-old man who ain't been in no type of but yours in 6 years. In 6 years. Girl, Alexis, I just feel like everybody just want their heart to be broken at this point because you see what it is. And I mean, is the ding-a-ling that good that you have to go back off of what you literally just told us in the confessional if cheating is a deal breaker? And now you saying, I'm going to give him another chance, but I'm going to still have to look. Then you bringing up, you want to share locations. I would have been just like, Kent, the fuck we need to share locations for all of a sudden? What? What are we doing? Because he don't trust you. She don't trust you and nothing like that. And I can't be in a relationship with somebody that I can't trust. And honestly, if I'm in a relationship with somebody, I will never. And you can call me stupid or whatever. Or you can call me naive. But I'm not finna be asking to trace. Let me get your location. Let me track your stuff and all this stuff. And I'm going through the motions to try to get your phone, to go through your phone, put a tracker on your phone, put a tracker on your stuff. What's the point? What is the point? If I got to go through all of that, that means right in there, we don't need to be together. This is not meant to be. Okay. And so you got that going on. Girl, he going to cheat on you. He going to cheat on you. When he was in that confessional, the producer was like, be for real, Julius. Are you talking to any of the girls? He was like this. Look at my face. I am not talking to any other girls. Like it pained him. It pained him to say that he is not talking to any other girls, which meant that he was lying. And then earlier in the actual scene, Ashley was like, so he was like, so what you feeling? And was like, I mean, I'm gonna take you, like, I still love you, but it's like you gotta make up for this. Like, I don't know how you gonna make up for this. And he was like, I mean, you gotta just build on what we gotta build on, and just take it every day by day. Go with the flow. He was smiling the whole time, and it wasn't a smile like, oh, I'm so giddy or whatever. It was one of those, like I'm either nervous or I'm on some bullshit type of smiles. And I said, Alexis, you can't see through this. You're 29 years old. I'm pretty sure you done had some life things. Oh, my God. You just got to get over it, girl. I feel bad for you because you're about to get played. Joey and Michael, y'all can take them off the show. I really feel like by the end of this season, baby Michael is going to be back in jail. Michael is going to be back in jail. He's been foreshadowing it. He's been telling us that he is not about to stay clean long. And he already been telling us because he is not about to stay clean long, he don't want Joey in his life like that. Joey was supposed to be a fuck buddy. That's just really what it was, okay? Joey messed around because he knew in the game and all that stuff, and he caught real feelings for this man. Michael don't have feelings for him like that. Michael see him as a fun time, and he is not having a fun time. And mostly, Michael see him as someone that he has a fun time with when he is under the influence of whatever drug or alcohol, whatever he is doing. in them, because that's literally what his concern was when he first got out too, was they never had sex sober. They were, and he's not a monogamous person. So it's like doing all of this sober, he don't know how he gonna do it. And it's not that he don't want to be with Joey, he can't do it soberly. It's like, and if that's the case, you were only attracted to this man because you was high as hell, and I will feel some type of way. I will feel some type of way. You have to be drunk induced to want to be with me. They couldn't even do nothing the night he got out. Like, oh my God, y'all was playing up in the hot tub and y'all didn't do nothing that night. What? You was up in that bitch and you did something with somebody else. I'm pretty sure, Michael. Okay. And then you calling other people to meet up with them. And also, I also get where Michael is coming from. Joey, you're doing a lot. You're being, like I said before, you're being dad. You're being dad, not daddy, but you're being dad. Okay? Father, can I have some more? You're being that. You're doing, and I get it. I get it because he loves him. He is in love with him. And when you love someone that much, you want to do any and everything in your power to make sure that they stay on the right path when you know that they have done some things in their past that has veered them off and got them into the wrong place and everything. And again, I understand that Joey used to be an addict and he was able to kick his addiction, and then he did relapse for a second, but then he was able to kick it again. Everybody is not like that, okay, JoJo? I need you to understand that. Everybody don't have that strength, that willpower, that fortitude like you do to go ahead and kick shit so easily, even though kicking an addiction is not easy at all. But you got to want to do that. Michael don't want to do that. And I just don't understand, why would you want to get with another addict? Okay, addict. Did I say addict? Addict. Okay, why would you want to get with another addict? That's just dumb to me. I'm sorry, that's just dumb to me. You know what I'm saying? That's just like me getting with somebody that's a feeder. Okay, I'm trying to lose weight, but you want me to gain weight. Like, that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense, all right? And the same thing, it don't make no sense. And I could do a whole video about some stuff that I be seeing. I be like, oh my God, why do y'all do this? And I be just like, you know what? Give me my broccoli, okay? Let me eat my spinach and my little fruits, because this is just not it. But anyway, I just was like, he's about to go and he's about to do some drugs, and I'm pretty sure when he told when he told Joey that he had tested dirty for the urine analysis, I'm pretty sure he probably was joking. But then again, it is Michael, so he probably was joking to get under, stress Joey out a little bit, but he probably was also just, that's what I feel like it is. Yeah, Joey's about to get hurt. That man don't want you in. It's crazy that he can't really pick up on it. Like, I feel like he knows, but he's just trying to hold on for something that is just not right for you. Brian in Brooklyn, I don't know. The jury's still out, because I didn't realize that he was going to be on house arrest for a good 3 to 6 months. And so that means he can't even go outside past the mailbox. Whoa. You can't go down the street. You can't go to the corner store. You can't go to the corner store and go get you some Cheetos. You can't do that. You can't go down to the street and get in a car and get you a bacon, egg, and cheese. Like, what? Oh, wow. That's crazy. I wouldn't want to go to jail, because I don't like all those restrictions. I want to be able to go where I want to go, when I want to go, how I want to go. And so, they having a little welcome home party, and one of the two main things that Brooklyn wanted him to do was to meet his her father and her brother. Now, when the brother came up and was asking all those questions, he was getting upset, because he was asking the real questions. So you gonna be sitting up here in my sister's house all this time while she's going out working. Do you have a job? Are you going to go look for a job? What's your intentions and all that stuff? And I get you feel like those are personal questions and you feel like he's coming at you or whatever. But at the end of the day, you literally just got out of prison, and it's like, baby, what do you have to offer? Because the optics don't look right. The optics look like you got attached to this girl that is having a lot of feelings for you. You probably got feelings for her too. I mean, you're saying the right things, and we've seen people say the right things and they be coming out doing the wrong, okay? And you could be just using her for room and board at this point, because you literally said she gonna have me while I'm in the house all this time for like 3 to 6 months, she ain't gonna know what it's gonna be like when I'm outside. When I finally get outside, she probably gonna have a problem with that because he gonna be outside all the time. And now he's restricted. He can't do nothing. Okay, he can't cheat on her right now. And unless that means he gonna be bold enough to bring another bitch into her house. Oh, that's gonna be messed up if he do. But then you getting in your feelings, and it was that macho man stuff or whatever. Because again, the brother knew, and you knew what he was asking was correct. Okay, the brother was not out of line. He said he was going to ask this. He already said that he wasn't feeling the whole situation. He was being a protected little brother. That may be his big sister, but baby, he's still going to look out for her. Because when a situation just don't feel funny, it feel funny and it don't smell right, baby, we going to have to inquire about it. And he would have, he did what anybody else that love their family would have done and who want them to be safe. And like, baby, I don't want you to be played. And this motherfucker is probably playing you. Okay? And that's just basically what's going on. And so, he didn't even really want to meet her dad. Like, this ain't the old times where I need to meet your father and all that stuff. Bitch, it's called fucking respect. And then if y'all talking about getting married and all that shit, you gonna eventually have to meet him. But baby, when they sat down, the daddy wasn't here for him. Okay? He was being nice. Jermaine was being nice. I said, Jermaine, where you from? Jermaine from somewhere. But it ain't New York. Unless that's a different New York accent, because it felt kind of country a little bit. But either way, it was I kind of liked it. But he was trying to be nice to him. Asking him what you went to prison for, how long you was in there, all this stuff, whatever, what you gonna do, what's your intentions, all of that. But, the way Jermaine got up off that couch after talking to him for the short time that he talked to him, yeah, he not sold on him. And like he said, I don't know this man to even say that I trust him. So, if my daughter wants to do this, I'm gonna let her do it. But he gotta show and prove. I gotta see what it's about. Okay, Brooklyn, I really hope that you know what you're getting yourself into. And one thing that really got me and stuck out to me too was when the brother was talking to him and he was like, why you asking me all these questions? So you want me to let you know when I get a job? You want me to do this? You want me to do that? And the brother said, I'm asking you all these questions because you are in the house with my sister and my niece. And that was it for me. I said, yes, brother, I'm on your side. I'm on your side. Because at the end of the day, what they don't realize is when y'all bring these kids up into these situations and you got them calling them daddies and all this stuff and y'all break up, it's not just affecting you. It's going to hurt the child more than anything. Okay? Because 9 out of 10, that child obviously don't have another father figure or another mother figure in their life. And then they bring you into it. And then y'all break up after a couple of months and after you got the child loving you and all that stuff. And now that person is gone. That's traumatic. And you shouldn't even want to put your children through that. Speaking of, Brooke and JK, I need them to go ahead and break up. That man ain't even been out of prison for a whole week. It ain't even been 3 days. Okay? If it has been it's been 3 days. It's been 3 days. He done had 3 outfits. It's been 3 days. Okay? And I'm gonna need them to just go ahead and break up because if it's this dysfunctional already, it's gonna get even worse. It's going to get even worse down the line. You cannot trust him. You're insecure as hell. And when your own mama say that you got a freaking temper and you're insecure and you the one that's probably going to mess the relationship up, baby, I know something. But at this point, Brooke is fucking it up for real. But JK, you about to mess it up too because I know you finna go over there and you finna fuck Alex. Okay, now when you got on that phone and you told Alex that you just got through leaving from Brooke's house and seeing her boys and all that shit, and you finna come over there and see her, bitch, and she said, okay, cool, I love you, and he was like, I. Now I give you that because you showed up, didn't say I love you back. I was like, he said, no, bitch, I'm on the camera, can't do that. Now, I'm doing all this other shit, but I can't slip up and do that, okay? And truth be told, given how it look, I wouldn't be surprised if it feel like JK is more suitable to be with Alex than anything. But see, Alex was cheating on him while he was in prison. So, I mean, I get why he don't want to be with her. Like, bitch, you can't be faithful either. 2 unfaithful bitches together. So, hey, it is what it is. Maybe it will work. But Brooke, your whole situation is, and he probably will like that more because you made him an instant daddy. That, again, making him... The kids are attached to him already. The way that they already seen him in prison, visit him multiple times, and then you literally just got on this man about keeping his promise to see the boys, but yet you getting your feelings so bad because I don't want my boys to be disappointed, and then they already waiting on stuff and all this stuff, and if you say you're gonna do something, you're supposed to do something. They don't know nothing about this. That's gonna hurt their feelings and all this shit. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, but then you get upset because you feel like he's still talking to Alex or he's still talking to other women. Please, I hate when they say females. Cause it just grabs my gear the way that she says it. It's like, girl, what? I don't know. For some reason, it just sounds so like she using it incorrectly, but I know she's not. But it just sounds weird coming out of her mouth. And I'm like, girl, just say women, okay? And she was like, are you over to talk to other females and all this stuff? And then gonna say, call her mama and say, where y'all at? She said, girl, I'm like 5 minutes away. She was like, well, y'all might as well turn the fuck around because he up here doing this and this and this and that and that. And the mama said, bitch, first of all, I already know this is you. Okay, and you doing the fucking most. And second of all, we already on the way. So I'm not gonna turn the fuck around. Okay, so you gonna have to fix whatever the fuck it is that you going through, and the kids gonna come up there and they gonna see him. Now, see, I just thought you said it was important that you keep your promise. You jumped on JK back because he couldn't see the kids when you wanted him to see the kids, all because he needs to be home for probation, which you could have had your mama drive the kids out there again that day. Okay, the sun was still out. But you was also finna break your promise too to your kids and have them go back home. Like, come on, you're being very hypocritical. This is very contradictory, And so at that point they showed up, the kids like him and all that stuff, whatever. She wanna stay. Go home to your goddamn kids, bitch. Kathy was over it, okay? The little slideshow was cute or whatever, but that is so toxic. That is so toxic. Brooke is a toxic person at this point. They're both toxic, but we seeing it more with her. And she's gonna push, and she even said it herself, I feel like I'm just might be pushing him away. You are. Because I ain't got time to deal with that. And I damn sure know he ain't got time to deal with that shit. Okay? But JK, you get on that phone and you calling Alex after all of that and you driving down the street before curfew is over with to go get a little hummus in. Nigga. Okay? Don't do it, bitch. Don't do it. Who else is on this episode? Alexis and Julius, Kiana and Deandre, Brooklyn and Brian, Brooke and JK, Will and Courtney. There it is. They finna go get married. Baby, don't get married to that man. Don't get married to that man. Just because he forcing it, okay? I get that she got a man of her own, but she probably feel like she need to say yes. That whole thing it was so cringy going to that shop to try to look for so-called wedding dresses with her mama, and you see how your mama looking, and then you got your mama crying, and she hurt me so bad, and she disappointed me so bad, and so many times. Like, there was times that I didn't even know where she was, if she was still alive. I said, you need to be working on your relationship with your mother instead of worrying about this man that you've only known for a few months, not even a full year, probably barely half a year. Okay, and something about that is not clicking, and I don't understand. Maybe because y'all both did drugs, or you're young, or whatever. But even then, I know young people that have much more sense than you right about now. I don't know what you're trying to get out of this, but at the end of the day, somebody telling me after just seeing me for the first time, talk about something, let's get married the day after, and we've only been talking for a few months, not even 6 or even that, baby, no. I don't give a shit, baby. If you can wait, you can wait. You can wait. Why are you rushing it so much? You can wait. And now she's out. She's in a halfway house. You got a little bit of change. You mean to tell me you can't drive out there? You can't fly out there? Why put yourself in this situation to get legally married so that you have to go through a divorce? Because it's not going to last. Girl, get about my face. Anyway, that was the episode, y'all. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Be safe with it. Be sober with it. Don't drink and drive, please, because I told y'all and what it is about that car accident. I don't want that to happen to none of y'all. That car split straight in half, and it was total like a piece of crumpled up paper. I feel so bad. R.I.P. to that person. Y'all enjoy, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.